And as most of you know, these things don't happen in isolation. While you have an infusion of caffeine from the morning coffee break, I'd like to raise awareness a little bit about the team members that have made this happen or allowed this to happen. You see those on the board, on the screen. Could I ask those that are here, that are part of that planning committee, to please stand up? Thanks for the audience for the recognition for these people. They have met multiple times, multiple conference calls, in person, made multiple emails, sent multiple emails, phone calls to arrange what you see or what you'll see in the next 2 days. In essence, I like to think these people are our rock band. But and another point I want to make about this group is not only the individuals, we deeply appreciate the organizations from which they come that allow and even encourage them to participate in this event. It is a time consumer, time investment. As I say, I like to think that these individuals are rock band, but every rock band must have a rock star. And that rock star was supposed to show up in pictures. Please stand up. Melissa Miller. She was my favorite rock star. She said she deleted the pictures that I put up here. She really is. Don't sit down yet. Don't sit down yet. Melissa's a wife of a farmer northeast of here, about 35 miles. She makes a 35-mile trip every day. She's a mother of 3 kids under 5 years old. She is alive on email, text messages, 24 hours a day. Do you ever sleep? Sometimes. So anyway, she is a bundle of positive energy like no one that I've ever seen. And the other thing, I asked her, I said, give me one word to explain, to describe you. She's a slave driver. I said, no, that's not true, because the people that are on this committee, a lot of them have served multiple years voluntarily. They don't work voluntarily for a slave driver. Thank you. This evening, not we, Melissa and company, Jody, are you here? Jody Enos Burlage from Luther College have arranged to have the Art of Water presented tonight in play form. Now, in addition to the Art of Water for the play, we have a group of students from Ames High. Are the students from Ames High here? Would you please stand up? Please. These are high school students from the Blue Stem Institute that have been engaged throughout this past year studying water. They've interviewed all sorts of individuals, farmers, producers, water groups that are supplying water, and they are going to supply a gallery tonight of posters and visuals for us to engage prior to the Art of Water play this evening. One of the responses, you know what, we always tell you that this is your conference, and it absolutely is your conference, it's not ours. One of the comments that we consistently get is we need more students engaged. Well, the work of the planning committee, Melissa in particular, Jody, and the folks in Ames High have allowed us to bring this element to this conference in a way that we haven't before. One more item. Could I have Rebecca and Chelsea, please come forward. Each year at the conference, we hand out, distribute a product of the Soil and Water Conservation Club, which is composed of students throughout Iowa State University that addresses soil and water issues across the state. This is sent to every one of the high school science teachers. It's written at a level, and there are several out there. This is the 2015 version. The 2016 version we were promised would be delivered
by 2 tomorrow, so you'll have to look for it on your way out of the conference. We're kind of, against the deadline, but.
They've done an excellent job. We received an award for this from the Soil and Water Conservation Society. They've done a great, great job. Chelsea has a anyone guess what this young lady's major is? Writing about soil and water. Wild guesses.
Design.
Say it again.
Design.
Design. You're warm, but not very hot. You're getting closer. Try. Someone say psychology. Psychology. Okay, great to have you on board. Rebecca Clay is majoring in agronomy. These are the co-editors for this year's version of Getting into Soil and Water. They've spent, again, countless hours, no pay. Everything is done on their own, leading a committee that puts this together. Students doing what we really think students should be doing and doing it extremely well. Thank you very much. We have a visitor. It's Gil the Bluegill. Gil, are you running for office? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want you to flip me. You're not running for office. You're high-fiving. That's a good thing. I think the theme that she represents is jumping into clean water. Right? Right, okay. When you have a 10-year anniversary, you never, ever know what to expect. Are you... It's warm in there, right? Okay, so Gil, are you finished? Sorry, it's not good. You did better. Okay, now to officially open the water conference, we have invited Wolfgang Kleiner, who is the Associate Vice President for Research at Iowa State University, to say a few words. Wolfgang is a professor of mathematics, has a long history of successes, has made major contributions, positive contributions to Iowa State University. Let me say just one thing about you, Wolfgang, okay? And we're not going to go through a litany of your professional successes. I've worked with a lot of individuals, and Wolfgang is my boss, one of several. Individuals to who you report, and each one of you do this, often tell you why you can't do something. They tell you, you got this challenge, this isn't going to work. Every time I've talked to Wolfgang, his response is, we can find a way. He's a man that finds paths to success. He's been an absolute joy to work with. Wolfgang, would you please come forward and open the conference for us?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here at the 10th Iowa Water Conference. I think it was about 50 plus years ago that the Water Resources Research Act came into being through, I think it was Lyndon B. Johnson at that time. So it's been 52 years. 52 years of water centers across the country with substantial success in research, path-breaking research, success in outreach and engagement, success in education, delivering units for schools, for colleges. 52 years of water research coordinated throughout the entire country. And we would think after 52 years, that's it, we've solved all the problems, right? Well, as you all know, we haven't. It appears indeed that the issue of water is becoming more and more important, not only because of some events like floods in the south or droughts out west, but because we have a close connection nationally between several of our most important issues that the nation faces. The new word FEW makes its round everywhere. FEW. F-E-W. Food, energy, and water. The nexus of these three, food, energy, and water, is a priority area for the OSTP, the Office of Science and Technology Policy of the White House. It's a priority area for many of the federal departments and for agencies that fund research. Water is, again, nationally on the forefront of our research agenda because it interacts with so many other things that we do, and smart choices are necessary to make sure that we capture all of these together for a sustainable future. But not only nationally is this an issue, it's an issue in the state. You all know that we have intense discussions at this moment about water quantity, but mostly about water quality in the state and other issues, water monitoring. I'm very glad to hear that the Iowa the Iowa Water Center has achieved a $500,000 award from the HUD to do monitoring on daily erosion and other issues that have to do with water. Injecting more science and research into issues of water and with it competing issues like food and energy are indeed extremely important to make sure that we move forward. So I'm glad to be here today. I welcome all of you on behalf of Iowa State University to our beautiful campus. And may research, may science, and may wisdom guide you over the next 2 years as you discuss water issues that are crucial to this state. Thank you very much and welcome again.